Good evening, everybody, and welcome to another episode of You, Me, and He. I am your host, Rob Lambert, joined by my co-host.
Wait, did you just say my host?
This is Drew Carroll.
Well, this is Josh Frankenstein, everybody.
Wow, I do not sound like that. That is totally wrong. That was pretty bad.
I just figured the show has been like laced with horrible impressions lately. One more wouldn't hurt, right?
What's one more?
No, but seriously, hey, we want to say welcome to the 1 year episode of You, Me, and He. That's pretty crazy, fellas. Can you believe that?
1 year episode.
Super crazy.
No, it's really crazy. And you couldn't nail the intro?
I did. Ho-coast. Well, I never get anything, dude. It's always, I'm your host, Rob Lambert, joined by my co-host, Josh Frankenstein, and then I'm Drew Carroll.
And with him, as always, is Garth. Not as easy as it sounds, is it, Drew?
Day, Junior.
With sex, you got that one wrong. Drugs, never touch them. Okay, anyways, it's been 2 weeks. We didn't have a new episode last week, but I want to cover our poll results from our previous episode. We put up a poll asking people, if you were Bigfoot, would you reveal yourself to humanity? Now,
That's right. I forgot all about that.
It's been a while. What's happened since then?
Oh, well, okay, so before Rob gets into the poll results, I'm going to apologize to all of our listeners right now. It's really my fault, and it's because I had to work out of town, and it was actually a highly stressful week. I don't remember anything about what we talked about last, so that was a refresher right there.
I'm pretty sure that we all agreed that we would reveal ourselves, although we had different methods or ways that we would do it.
Definitely had different methods. Didn't Andrew say he still trench coat? Or
Well, dude, you have to do it through the media.
Okay, yeah, that's right. Otherwise, he'd get
You gotta be
shot or
protected.
something. Yeah,
You
yeah,
would need a
okay.
trench coat, glasses.
Gotcha. Yeah. I'm remembering now. I'm recalling. All right.
A big fake mustache. Anyways,
Yeah.
So the poll was, if you were Bigfoot, would you reveal yourself to humanity? Now, the three choices were, number one, the world must know. Number two, of course not. And then, just for good measure, number three was, that's what she said. Now, here's the on Twitter, in third place with 12% of the vote, that's what she said. So there were some people who just,
You know what? I do appreciate the people that voted for that one.
Yeah, I do. I'm going to have to send out a huge fist bump this week of respect
dude.
for going with that's what she said. Thank you very much.
Now, the first place choice was 63% of the vote. Second place was 25%. Fellas, if you had to take a guess, more than half, 63%, do you think yes, they would reveal themselves or no? What do you think?
No.
Yes.
Ooh. For once, Drew Carroll is correct. It was a no.
Wow. Hey.
I won another poll. That was my original answer was no, I would not reveal myself. And then we started telling stories.
Okay. All right.
Now, here's the deal. I even threw it out to Facebook where they only let you have two choices, and it was still 53%. They would not reveal themselves. People want to live in isolation as the Bigfoot.
No.
man.
They're smart. People are smarter than I give them credit for.
I don't know if I'd go that far.
No, one poll. It's one poll.
I think maybe at the end of the day, the smartest ones were the ones who picked that's what she said.
I did, yeah. In all honesty, I think I concur with Rob on that one. What's ironic about that specific poll is that a majority of people who chose to live in isolation choose to live their lives online every day.
You couldn't handle being Bigfoot.
No, you couldn't.
Yeah.
That's what she said.
Yeah, it's like how many of them could actually be Bigfoot and not have their own Instagram? Like, it's going to happen. You know what I mean?
That's what I'm saying, man. Like, it's just, I don't know. It doesn't make any sense to me. But,
Dude,
whatever.
I will admit that I guess it would be tough to stay in isolation as Bigfoot. Like if you started an Instagram as the Bigfoot, you're gonna have more followers than anybody else.
Than anybody.
You're gonna rule everything. You were number one. You don't get hunted.
Dude, if you're Bigfoot, what do you even post on Instagram? Like
selfies.
Guys, this week I had one of those situations that feels like a standoff. It was basically between me and this sweet old lady. And maybe you guys can help me out because I've been in this situation before and I feel like there's no easy way to do this. There is this convenience store or like chain drugstore that's right down the street that I will often pop into to get random things. And every time you come to the cash register, or I shouldn't say every time, certain times of the year you'll come to the cash register and as you're checking out, they will ask you those words that you just love to hear, which is, would you like to donate $1 to
one
blah, blah, blah.
of these? Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I got this old lady and I'm buying a filter for my humidifier. And I got this old lady who looks at me and she says, now, would you like to donate $1 to leukemia research? And here's the deal. I'm all about leukemia research, but I already donated my $1 last time. What is the response that you can give to this person that doesn't make you sound like a real douche? Because
you worry too much.
yeah, dude. If you're trying to stop the conversation abruptly, you say no, and then nothing else.
I'm really glad that he's bringing this one up, though, because I got a story about this afterwards.
I think everyone does, dude.
If you look at the old lady and you just say no, then you're just the jerk who doesn't care about children's leukemia. Like you want her to know that you've already donated, and so you're not going to donate again. But you can't be like, oh no, I already donated, so I'm not going to donate this time. Like what? Like I defaulted to no, that's okay, thanks. Which is weird because I'm thanking her for me not donating to leukemia. So I don't really know. It just feels like a lose-lose.
The opportunity, though.
No, thanks.
It just feels like a lose-lose because if I end up giving $1 every time out of guilt, like,
wait, how often do you go to this store?
Dude, I mean, even if I go 5 times, dude, that's $5, bro.
That's exactly.
You couldn't give $1 to leukemia research, but you'll buy a Truly?
Oh, dude.
Just like my donation, it was a one-time thing.
Gotcha. No, I'm with you.
Anyways, what do? How do you handle this situation? How do you show compassion, but also not turn into the guy who is donating to because he doesn't want to disappoint?
You're asking the wrong person for advice because I'm that guy in line when they say, would you like to donate $1 to name your foundation? I sit there and say, no, hard pass. I'm that guy.
I've realized that
I don't even care.
I don't know if it's because of how I look, all the tattoos and the beard, but I've noticed that half the time they won't even ask me. They'll ask the person in front of me if they want to donate money. And then when I get up there, they don't ever say anything about it, dude. They're like, okay, have a good day, sir. Yeah. Okay.
No, they're asking the guy in front of you if he wants to donate to help you out.
Dude, my wife, you guys both know her, and when I first got together with her, she was definitely kind of on the shy and timid side. Mm-hmm. And she would always donate to those things. And I'm like, no, babe.
What are you doing?
No. We don't do that. Not to say that I'm not, we donate money, but we're going to pick the time and the place and who it goes to
I think that's the key, man. And the reason why I don't feel bad anymore at all. Like pretty much the only one that I'll say yes to is when they're checking me out and it's on behalf of Children's Hospital, like in the local area.
Yeah.
Because I know a lot of people who are involved with like Children's Hospital that raise money, and all the research I've done, nearly everything goes directly to Children's Hospital. So like I'm okay with that one, but the problem is, man, we've turned into a beggar nation.
Yeah.
Not a better nation, a beggar nation. Like I feel like
beggars.
I feel like, dude, I'm being panhandled everywhere I go. That's the problem now, right? I mean, that's the real issue
Everywhere,
I have.
dude. Every store is asking for a donation for something.
For something, man. And if you look up most of these foundations, most of the money that comes in supports the administration of the foundation more so than the cause that they're promoting.
Well, and
so it's just like,
I believe in order for it to be a charity, I think the only requirement is to donate at least 1% of your
yes,
of your
that's
funds
correct.
to that
Yes.
organization,
Yes.
and that's what makes it difficult as well.
Yeah. So
And
I
So
just
what you're saying is,
Just say no.
when I look at that old lady and I say, "No way, I'm not just." It's not that I'm dissing the leukemia research.
No.
I'm telling the fat cats in Washington they can shove it.
That's right.
This is a moment of revolution,
right.
is what
That's
you're
right.
saying. Okay.
And that's basically what I did to the girl at Panera
right.
this last week too. So this week's story is, I've got a tip for you. So I was at Panera, I was at Panera Bread, and I was on my way to work, and I stopped by Panera Bread to pick up a sandwich and a coffee, right? And I walk in, and this Panera Bread was like not a ghost town, but there were like 3 people there, right? And so I put in my order, and I go to pay, and it pops up on the screen, how much would you like to tip? Like that's what it says on the screen. Like, how much would you like to tip, right? And being
Those are almost as bad as the old lady.
yeah, almost as bad.
That's
But-
actually worse, dude, because you haven't even gotten service yet.
But
you
being
don't
a decent and principled human being, I did the right thing. I put $0.
Of course. You're getting an hourly wage.
Yes.
Oh my God.
So, and I'm about to get to that. So I hit $0 and pay, and when the receipt pops out, she actually looks at it and then looks at me. And
No way.
yeah, and she was like, "Would you like your receipt?" And I was like, "No, I'm good." And she was like, "Okay." And then I turn and walk away, and there was one guy standing behind me, and I guess maybe he may have seen or something like that. And yeah, dude. And he makes an order and then does a $5 tip on a breakfast sandwich order, right?
Just paying extra for no reason.
Yeah, paying extra, and then actually turns around and actually says, because some people have the decency. And I was like, okay. Them fighting words, right? I mean, that's what I'm thinking right now all of a sudden. I was like, hey, dude, if you like to waste your cash, I got no problem with that. This is what I'm telling him. Like, if you like to waste your cash, I got no problem with that. And then I look at the girl behind the stand, and I was like, if you want to get paid more, go find a better job.
Yeah.
Like, plain and simple.
Oh my gosh.
I was like, I'm not going to sit here and have someone berate me for not giving a tip when all you did was walk 3 feet away to get a breakfast sandwich and a cup of coffee, which she hadn't given to me yet, by the way, just FYI, and I'll get to that. But just to walk across the kitchen to grab a breakfast sandwich and a cup of coffee and give it to me. You really think that deserves $1? Because I don't. If you want to pay for it, bro, it's your freedom to do that. And I just sat there, and everyone was just kind of dumbfounded. And then she walks back to go get my sandwich, but disappears around the corner. And then she comes back out, and she's like, your breakfast sandwich is ready. And I was like, you just go ahead and enjoy that. And I walked out. So I ended up paying for a breakfast sandwich and a coffee that I didn't consume, but I didn't pay a tip.
You should have. You know what you should have done? You should have done Stanley from The Office, dude. You go. You know what? I want you to take that tip and that breakfast sandwich and that coffee, and I just want you to fold it up and put it up your butt.
It's like if you could just take that coffee and put a lid and then take the sandwich and put it in the bag. If you could fold the bag over just so it'll stay in and then shove it up your butt.
I'm so glad you said that, by the way, because this last
So
week
good.
I also started watching The Office from the episode after Michael Scott left.
Good for you, dude.
Yeah.
good, right?
Wow.
Yeah.
Of course, it's
It's
still
funny.
Good.
Yeah, it's good. It's good.
You just had to take some
and
time
that's
away.
why and that's why I get the reference this time, because that was hilarious.
I came up with this thing over the summer.
Just fold that in the bag and you shove it up your butt.
Every time they were trying to be serious about something.
Oh, dude, when he's describing it, it's hilarious too because he was like, "Yeah, it's kind of my thing. I came up with. It's really not funny, but everyone gets a kick out of it." Just he doesn't even like it himself, dude. But
dude, I'm so glad you started watching that, man. It's so funny.
I will.
You're in for a treat.
I promise you, I will watch it to the end. So.
Oh, you should, dude. It's great.
Yeah. All right, dude. So, I got to ask, since Rob had a story and I had a story, in what way did you find the opportunity this week to not bless somebody with the almighty dollar?
Oh, no.
Well, no. I don't have anything like that happened this week. We've been somewhat secluded since the baby came along. We try not to go out too much.
Sequestered. Yeah. Sequestered's the word.
Yeah, but I have been in those situations where, they ask for money or whatever and you deny it. But I don't know. I think maybe I'm just kind of I don't know. People just don't want to have confrontation with me. I don't think it's a scary thing. I think they just kind of look at me and go,
You're not worth it.
This guy's already had hard enough time. Let's just move on.
Yeah. Look, he can't even afford sleeves.
Can't even get his tattoos finished.
That was gorgeous.
Yeah, dude,
he's wearing a tank top for everybody listening at home.
I don't even know if I'd call. Is that a tank top, or did you really cut the sleeves off that shirt?
Oh, I cut the sleeves off.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, they were moth eaten. So
oh my God.
But no, dude, I had a pretty good week. So we bought this. I sent you guys a picture. We bought this little trailer thing, tow behind, that goes behind Elizabeth's bike so that we could take our daughter on bike rides.
Spaceship.
Yeah. So yeah, dude. And then I just rigged it with LEDs on the bottom and then all on the inside. And we just ride around in style everywhere that we go. And we just decided for Halloween, we're going to deck it out and then, ride it around and hand out candy. And then at Christmas time, a little chilly, but I think we're going to drive around or ride around at Christmas time. Too.
Christmas time, we're going to put a wood burning stove in.
That and the hot tub are coming in next week.
It's real trick.
Yeah. And then today, dude, I got to work. And, right now I'm at a part in my job where I sit in a tractor for 6, 8, 10 hours a day, depending on how far along the other guys ahead of me get. And I got in there today and I'm like smelling. Man, it smells really, really weird in here. Kind of gross. I wonder what that could be. And after I fired the tractor up and it started to really get warm, I realized that there's something dead in there.
Oh, dirty.
And then I couldn't find it. And so I just rode around all day.
And then you realized you crapped your pants.
Wouldn't have mattered. Wouldn't have been able to smell it anyway. So yeah, dude. And then while I was on the tractor, so I bought this battery pack so that I can keep my phone charged while I'm on the tractor so I can watch movies or whatever. And I was on the news app today and
when was the last time you took out a tree?
Very close calls, dude. Very close calls. I blame it on them, though, for not putting something for me to hold the phone on.
I blame it on them for not giving me something to put the phone on. Yeah,
I'm just kidding, dude. That was a joke.
I blame that bar because I got in my car afterwards.
So I was checking out the news app, dude, and I hadn't seen a certain somebody in the news in a while, and I thought that was kind of odd, right? Lindsay Lohan, our favorite disaster. So apparently she was partying there's debate of whether or not it was in Russia or Paris. They're not exactly sure where she was, but she left a club.
Because they're so close to each other.
No,
and the architecture is like right on.
No. It's, dude, it was super dark. It was a weird place. Anyways, what happened was
it was Russia.
She left this nightclub, dude, belligerent. And she's walking to her car, which she has multiple DUIs. I don't know why she's still driving or why people are letting her. And
she got a Russian license.
She's walking to her car and she sees this, I guess it's like a Syrian refugee family. and she starts talking to them and telling them like, oh, hey, I can take these kids to my hotel room and they can watch TV on the television or on the computer or whatever. And so these people start walking, and she thinks that these people are walking with her towards her car. And then when they don't stop at her car, she starts like yelling at them. And then she starts saying they're trafficking children. This is a family.
Oh my gosh.
And then she goes and tries to grab the kids and take them to her vehicle. And the mom punches her in the face.
What?
And then,
What?
dude, I saw this video. Then she turns the camera on herself and she starts crying, and she's talking about how scared she is for her life and all this crap. And it's an Instagram live video, dude. People are commenting, what the hell is she doing? Wow, she's really going off the deep end. She made a comeback. She hadn't been talked about in a long time. She's got her name back out there.
Got her.
Back in the news.
Apparently, all you have to do is Facebook or Instagram Live trying to kidnap someone's kids.
I think that'll do it. Yeah, that should top it off.
Knowing Hollywood, they'll spin it and be like, it was viral marketing for Taken 5.
Yeah, make a movie out of it.
Starring Lindsay Lohan and Nicolas Cage.
It's like, I have a particular set of skills. Nobody knows what they are, and they're mostly about drugs, but I will find you. I will find you, and I will take you back to my hotel room and let you watch TV. Whatever.
Oh,
On that note, hey, when we come back, fellas, the American people have spoken. They have decided the country's best. And we're going to talk about that when we come back. So stay tuned, everybody. All right, and welcome back, fellas. Tonight, I thought it would be awesome for us to talk about the Harris poll. Have you guys ever heard of the Harris poll?
No.
Sounds like something we shouldn't talk about.
Did you say the hairiest poll?
Whoa.
I thought he said Harry's poll.
All right, get it all out of your system. So
I'm done.
Finish it right there.
I actually had never heard of it either, but apparently it's a nationwide customer survey that basically like weighs in people's favorite brands. Like everything, it says everything from printers to pizza. People choose what their favorite is, and it reveals consumers' top choices. So it says 77,000 consumers were polled in the U.S. on more than 3,000 brands. And fellas, this is the definitive list. This is the country's best. Are you ready for this?
I don't think I am.
Have you guys ever been contacted about anything like that?
No.
No!
Any type of a Gallup poll or anything like that?
Never.
Me neither. I feel like this stuff is made up, dude.
Go on.
I may reinforce that in just a minute. Okay, so let's. It almost feels like an awards show. So if you don't mind, maybe we can sort of get a little formal, fellas. Can you do me a favor? Put on a bow tie.
For all you listeners who can't see me, I just put on my bow tie.
Good job. Drew, nice top hat. Okay, here we go. Fellas, best Mexican restaurant in the country, according to 77,000 consumers.
Conchitas.
Bobby Salazar's.
You are thinking so small. Are you kidding me?
Chevy's.
You know, any of those would have been better choices. Fellas, the people have spoken.
Taco Bell.
Taco Bell.
Oh my God. There it is. Yeah.
What were the other options, though? Like,
You know, I don't know what the other options were, but dude, Taco Bell's the only one who's got nacho fries, bro. I mean, come on. Was it even a contest?
No, Taco Bell's probably the only one that's in every town.
You know what
It's the
Taco Bell
only
should
one
start doing? When they serve your food, it should come with a side of underwear, because that's what you're going to need after eating Taco Bell. Here's your grab bag of Fruit of the Loom.
Yeah.
There you go, Rob. You don't have to go shopping anymore. Just go to
Exactly.
Taco Bell.
It would make my life so much easier. Oh my god.
I think it depends every day.
Anyways,
So dirty.
fellas, Consumer's Choice, best burger restaurant in the country.
Please don't say McDonald's.
What do you say, Drew?
I would say that it would be In-N-Out, but it's not everywhere. So,
It's only in like 5 Western states, actually.
but it's still the best in the country.
Yeah, I would agree.
Yeah, we can
But
talk
that-
about that.
yeah,
but
Are you gonna say Whataburger? Do you think Whataburger is?
dude, I never even had a Whataburger.
He's
What
probably
the heck is
thinking
that?
White Castle. What?
Dude, White. Oh. No,
Guys,
they call those
fellas.
sliders for a reason.
It's all. It's all about the habit. Okay, at the end of the day, when you want to
It's
get
too
a good
expensive
burger,
for a
right?
burger, man. That's why In-N-Out beats everybody, because you can still get a 3x3 burger for like $5.50 or $6,
Dude.
man, and it's like the best one you could
In-N-Out's
have.
menu is the best.
Yeah.
All right, you want
Sorry.
a burger? Do you want 1 patty, 2 patties, 3 patties,
Or 7?
4, yeah. Or how many? Those are our
As long
options.
as you have American dollars, we have patties.
Those are our options.
Yeah, and you know what, dude? It's the best in the business.
Yeah. So
You're like, I want a burger big enough that you're going to have to go kill something to make it happen.
Doesn't even have to be a cow.
Guys, best burger restaurant according to the consumers, Five Guys.
no.
How do you feel about the Five Guys?
No.
Well, let me ask you this: have you ever been stuffed?
No.
No. No.
Wow.
Rob.
Five Guys.
No.
Wow.
What?
Nothing.
Go ahead, Drew. You can just
No.
jump in the fun, man. Come
No,
on.
never mind. I caught what he said. It just caught up with me.
Oh, did he make some sort of joke about there being five guys?
Yes, he did. Yeah. It was
I'm sure I'll
probably
hear it back in
Pro.
editing.
Pro? Yeah, Pro.
In the future, in the editing, I just heard it, and there you go. Oh my gosh.
Dude, yeah, no, I'm sorry. I can't get on board with that. I've heard a lot of people say, like, that's one of the best burger joints ever. If you like overpaying for a hamburger that comes out soggy.
So you feel
sure.
the same way about that as you do Habit?
Yeah. Except, Habit burgers are actually pretty good. And
We have to admit, Five Guys is a weird name.
It really-
and people
it really
are going to
is.
make jokes about it.
it really is.
You guys want Five Guys tonight? I mean, that sounds delicious to me.
Or, you know,
Too
there's
easy.
like,
Okay.
No, it's not enough fries. It's not enough.
Oh my gosh. Talk about a double-double. Okay. This is spiraling out of control.
By the way, one of their options on their condiments is all the way.
Oh, that's beautiful.
So you can go to Five Guys and go all the way. That's
Well, no wonder it's the
that's
country's
why you
best.
lose.
Oh, dude, yeah. That's why I can't eat there, dude. Because I can't just sit there and eat my burger without thinking about all these different things that you could say there.
Double
Okay, hang on. Let me help you out. Rather than thinking of it in a sexual way, which is inevitable, let me give you actually
around it.
It's here. Here's the story. It says, in 1986, Jerry Morrell and his 4 sons were the original Five Guys. All the sons are still with the company, which now employs 15,000 people. Don't you feel like a jerk?
No, not really. What state are they from? That makes a huge difference.
their first group that they hosted in the burger joint was everybody from dang it, I'm blanking on it now. I just ruined that joke. Hi, this is Chris Hansen and
Think about it for a second, then take another run at it.
Dateline NBC.
I'll play the Jeopardy music right here.
No, dude, I hate it when that happens. I was going to say the first group that they hosted was Dateline NBC.
There you go.
Hi, I'm Chris Hansen. Just blanked. Whatever.
Well, hello, Mr. Morrell. I'm Chris Hansen, and I'm here to... It sounds like you and your sons want to go all the way, so...
That's so gross.
It is probably not a dude and 4 of his boys. It probably used to be called 4 boys and a guy.
Oh, man. Okay.
Changed it.
Okay.
There was the line. The line is a dot to you.
Yeah. Let's just move right along, fellas. Okay, here we go. The people have spoken. Fellas, the nation's best coffee shop.
Oh,
What do you think?
Gosh. I can tell you which one it is, but I doubt it.
Pete's Coffee.
Yeah.
Okay,
That is it. But I guarantee you it's Starbucks
Or what's the other
or
one?
Dunkin' Donuts.
No. Ooh.
It could be though.
It could be Dunkin' Donuts. That's it. It's either Pete's Coffee or Dunkin' Donuts or Starbucks. Or what's the other one?
It's not.
Just
Pete's
name
Coffee.
all the coffee. Just name all the coffee.
Seattle's best.
Oh, KORN, the band, has their own coffee now.
Oh, okay.
That could be.
By the way,
definitely not.
it's made of corn, so it doesn't taste like coffee.
It's just a bunch of corn kernels when you open it.
Jonathan Dave. I made some coffee for you. Anyways.
That was pretty good, Rob.
Thank you. Guys, the nation's best coffee shop, Krispy Kreme. Can you believe that crap?
They have their own coffee? Krispy Kreme.
Dude,
It
You know-
shut down in Fresno and then reopened. How good could it be?
dude.
They almost
There you
went
go.
out of business, dude.
Yeah. Almost declared bankruptcy as a company in general. I don't.
Yeah, but they make a mean cup of coffee. Maybe that's the problem. They just focus so much on the coffee, and people were just like, "What the?"
I think what they do is they brew their donuts.
Or maybe the problem was, dude, they were making a crap ton of donuts, but they were only selling coffee.
I'm imagining it was probably something like, "Now exclusively at Krispy Kreme, the band KORN presents Freak on a Bean."
Well, it's a good time. Dude, they just released it like last week, which I thought was perfect timing. It's like harvest time. You know, corn's going to be a big deal in the next 2 months.
They're gonna have a corn maze.
You guys are geniuses.
Corn, the Harvest album.
They went a very unlikely direction.
Got some pumpkin spice for you. Fellas, it probably goes without saying, best chicken restaurant in the nation.
Popeyes.
What? Are you serious right now? Did you just?
Boston Market.
I think people. I think people mix this one up with Long John Silver's. Actually,
There's Chick-fil-A. Oh my gosh, you guys! The answer was Chick-fil-A.
It's Chick-fil-A?
Yeah.
Dude, people just like paying too much money for stuff. Dude. I know it's an inside joke, but man, it shouldn't be.
Oh no! Oh no! It is no longer. It was posted on Twitter, so people now have the full
probably making
context.
its way. Yeah.
They have the full context of "There's a perfect sandwich." Speaking of the perfect sandwich, fellas, best sandwich shop. And let me tell you, it was a tie.
Deli Delicious.
A tie, huh? Dude,
It was
Deli
a dead
Delicious
heat.
is nationwide.
Mike Subs.
What are you?
Jersey
were-
Mike's.
Togos. I hate Togos.
Jersey Mike's. Subway, dude.
Quiznos.
Oh. It's because Subway lost a lot of face after the whole Jared thing.
Oh, that wasn't the answer. I was just joining in the fun of yelling out sandwich shop names.
Oh, so it still could be Subway.
I thought this was a thing we were doing. I don't know. Anyway. Get this. It was a tie. It was the most polar opposite you could get. It was a tie between Subway and Panera. Your favorite place, Josh. There you go.
Oh yeah, yeah. They love me there.
There was many more. Best Bank, Capital One, Best Cable
Hang
TV,
on.
HBO.
That's not even a possibility. Best Bank.
Yeah, no. It's an oxymoron in and of itself.
Best rental car, Enterprise, best wireless carrier, Verizon, which that's ridiculous. But
Well, who do you
my
have?
favorite one, oh, dude, T-Mobile, baby. Go Magenta, suckers. Okay, here we go. Dude, Team Magenta, bro.
You are definitely the most prideful carrier I've ever come
I've never
across.
known anyone that pumped to be a part of a cell phone service.
I'm part of Team Magenta.
Dude, when
I'm a valued member of T-Mobile.
when you've been wronged, by the V. Dude, you switch to the T and they treat you right. Anyways,
Let's
no,
hope
but my
so.
favorite one. My favorite one by far. Best. I want you to think hard about this because it's going to be unexpected. Best TV news. I mean, the media, the mainstream media is out there, guys. There are so many choices, so many places that your mind can go
Best
looking for today's
TV news.
Yes, for today's headlines. America said this
John
is the best
Oliver.
place to go.
I was gonna say, is that the Daily Show?
Late. I don't know what it is.
Oh.
It's something on HBO.
No, think channel. Think channel, not
News
show.
channel?
Yes.
The
Think
best
channel.
news channel.
C-SPAN.
Yes.
You can definitely
Best-
catch Ted Cruz saying one fish, two fish, red fish, blue fish.
He's like, well, guys, I'm going to get up here and filibuster. I do not like green eggs and ham. Okay, anyway. Anyways.
And this style is called scat.
Yeah, so C-SPAN's not it.
Guys,
PBS.
the American people have spoken. Their number one source. The place they go for hard-hitting news. The Weather Channel.
Oh my God.
Hey, I like that. I like that answer, dude. The only
So there you go.
They must have only interviewed people from Florida and Hawaii.
dude, I like that. It's the only news station where they're not just giving you definitive statements. They're saying it might rain today. We're not really sure, but at least we're being honest with you.
We don't really know what's going to happen or how we even have a job.
But have a great day.
Take an umbrella or don't. We don't care.
The Weather Channel. Wow.
Anyways, there you go, man. The country's best. The people have spoken. I know I didn't get a vote, but
Do any of us ever really?
Yeah. They just let us think that.
however, there are people who get a voice, and that is our listeners. And so tonight, fellas, we have an awesome listener question, and let's just dive right in. Fellas, what invention do you find is the most underrated? What is the invention out there that is so useful, but it just does not get enough love? What do you think?
The most underrated invention, which helps out more than people think, is a little device that was given to me one time. It's not what you're thinking, Drew.
Now I want to know what he's thinking.
No, you don't.
Okay.
It's the Wallet
Never
Ninja,
mind.
bro. The Wallet Ninja. It's 13 tools in one. I use it all the
Wait
time.
a minute. Is that the credit card with a magnifying glass in it?
Yeah.
Wait, let me see this thing.
No, it's not a magnifying glass. It's got five size socket wrench in it. It's got a bottle opener, and it's got a 2-inch ruler, which always comes in handy, by the way. You never know when you're going to need that.
I bet it does. Yeah, one day I'll get past this thing.
So what you're saying is it's just like the Swiss Army knife, but crappier. Which I think was their official slogan.
Yeah, dude.
Hi, I'm Billy Mays for the Wallet Ninja. It's just like a Swiss Army knife, but way worse. In fact, you're probably going to hate it as soon as you buy it.
Dude, that's something that for sure goes in like the utility drawer in the kitchen. And then when you're moving,
No, it
you
doesn't.
find it and you go, oh, why do we still have this?
It goes in your wallet. It's the Wallet Ninja.
Dude, I don't need more stuff in my wallet. More stuff I'm not going to use. I have cards in there and business cards that you get from people.
The
that
actual
I
thing I want in my wallet, I don't have, which is money.
spent the last of it on the wallet.
Oh my God. Dude. The Wallet Ninja.
The Wallet Ninja.
Did you buy that from a 1-800 number late at night?
Well, see, that's the thing.
No.
That's
In the
why I
middle
can't
of,
get
like-
on board with it, dude, because I've seen those offered like buy this and get this little wallet thing for free. You're like, okay, it can't be that great if you're willing to give it to me for free.
It was a gift from Santa in my stocking.
Who gave it to you?
To make fun of me is to
wanna-
make fun of Santa.
Okay, well, I don't want to hate on it too hard, but once again, agree to disagree.
Let me ask you a
Well,
question.
then what do you got? What do you got, huh? What do you got?
Well, I don't own one of those.
Thankfully. Yeah, right?
Did you have is there a moment in your life? The story I want to hear, Josh, is where was the moment in your life where you were sitting there and you were looking at your hands and you just thought to yourself, I'm in trouble. What am I going to do? And then it went bing and you pulled it out and the Wallet Ninja saved your life. What? Tell me a story.
Okay.
Spin me an epic yarn of how
I'm
the
gonna tell
Wallet
you one
Ninja
right now. I was on a
saved
boat.
you.
I was on a boat.
Okay.
And I had to open a beer. And there was no bottle opener. And the one time I used this thing was to open my beer. And then I realized it was Twist Off.
That is, you know what? That's legit right there. I'll
So
take
what
it.
they need,
But if it wasn't Twist Off, it would have been a lifesaver.
what they need in order to market those, dude, is like the guy who got caught in between the boulder, and he had to,
Right, yeah.
if he had to pull that out and cut his arm off with it, and that was all he had. You're like, you know what? Maybe I should get one of those.
James Franco. In a heart-wrenching tale about a man who had to cut his own arm off with a Wallet Ninja. Instead of 127 hours, they can call it 127 pennies, which is probably how much it costs.
So I love this. There's a part on this thing where it says cell phone stand.
Drew, did you just do a spit take?
Yeah, he did. No, seriously. You insert a card into this little slot. It's a cell phone stand.
That may very well be the most old man thing you own. Are you kidding me?
No, dude, you have to do it next time you're somewhere. You have to do it.
All right. I'm going to Instagram that one.
Hey, all the different ways you could use it, dude. Take a picture. And that's what every picture on your Instagram should be, is you using your Wallet Ninja, dude.
You know, next week it's going to be welcome to You, Me, and He, a podcast sponsored by Wallet Ninja. You're going to love it. There's 10,000 uses.
After we just talked about.
Dude, if that's our first sponsor, man, I'll
hilarious.
take it.
We're sending out 1,000 Wallet Ninjas.
It's the best invention ever. Oh my gosh. Well, fellas, it started out with the most underrated invention, and Josh, I think you changed our minds. So
You're
Turn this
welcome.
into a game changer business plan for our podcast.
You're welcome.
all right, guys, as we come to the end of our time, let us talk about what we've learned.
Cell phone stand.
Number one, Josh has embarked on an epic journey to see the end of The Office, which it's almost like you're a parent and you're watching your child go off on an adventure, and you just know that amazing things await them. And so there's nothing funny about that. It's just heartwarming. So congratulations, Josh.
I can't wait to reach the end.
I'm
It's
actually
gonna be
jealous
awesome.
that you get to watch that for the first time right now. I've seen it like 11 times now. So.
You're all jaded and like hard-hearted towards it. You can't even shed a tear, but you want to so bad. Number 2, we make fun, but at the end of the day, Wallet Ninja, hit us up because we will. Oh man, we will make this thing blow up. We swear. And finally, I wouldn't have said it before tonight, but the restaurant Five Guys may be the best place to have the birds and the bees talk we've ever discovered.
Is it?
Dude, burgers.
You're talking about Five Guys.
Dude, burgers and fries. And son, there's going to be a time when you're going to want to go all the way. It writes itself. It's good. It's good.
Oh, man.
It's a natural segue, which is what you need in a moment like that. Speaking of natural segue, we just want to say thanks to everybody who's been listening and supporting the show. Thanks for 1 year. Thanks for 1 year of hanging out with us and supporting the show. Make sure that wherever you get your podcast, you go and leave us a review there. And if you leave us a 5-star, it really helps out the show. We really appreciate it. Once again, just can't say enough. Thank you guys so much for supporting the show.
And this is Rob Lambert.
Dang it.
This is Drew Carroll.
I thought that's what you were pointing at me for.
Your little Josh Frankenstein, everybody.
Oh,
Have a good
man.
night.